अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, कैसे हैं आप लोग। मेरा नाम है रेहान और मैं आपके साथ हाज़िर हूँ आज एमी कैरियर के शो के साथ। उनकी टेक्नोलॉजी उनके साथ कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रही है, तो वी विल अगेन ट्राई ऑन फेसबुक लाइव। आप लोग कैसे हैं, आपका दिन कैसा गुजर रहा है। एमी अभी आती हैं तो हम उसको साथ लेते हैं और आपके साथ उनको ज्वाइन कराते हैं, जाके आप उनसे कुछ सीख सकें। Hi everyone, how are you doing? So, welcome to Amy Carrier's Facebook live show. Um, Amy, I can't invite you till you get on your mobile phone. I cannot be, you cannot be invited if you are on your mobile, if you're not on your computer. So, um, I welcome everyone. Hope you're doing wonderful. The purpose of this weekly show is to encourage you, help you, and listen to your ideas about business, entrepreneurship, starting a new venture. What are the problems you're having in your life related to entrepreneurship? And we will be happy to see what we. And it's Amy's show, so make sure to add her on your Facebook and. Also join her classroom where she teaches online how do you start your business. So here she is. Hi, Amy. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, but these technical issues. We were here 25 minutes ago before this show was supposed to start, but BeLive wasn't working. And I'm trying to, this little thing that I have, it just sits at this angle. I can't really fix it. So, hi, everyone. How are you? Hi. Okay, now it froze. Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you, and everybody can hear you just fine.
Okay. So, hi, everyone. Amy Carrier. Nice to see you. Hey, Rehan. How are you? Minus the technology issues. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
There's a really poor connection. I can't hear. I don't know if it's just me or what, but
So Murad has a question about starting a Bitcoin. Murad, you can contact my friend Benjamin Livington, and he can help you
okay,
start your
now I can hear you.
Bitcoin if you want. He will be very happy to do that for you. He's also launched his own coin recently, so you can buy that if you like also. However, I personally don't advise you to do that. I don't. If you want to lose money, that's fine, totally fine. But if you will be better off doing what you know rather than what is the wave. People lose money on the stuff which they don't really know and think they will make money. But some people also make money. But it's your choice um, what you want to do. Cheyenne is asking, oh, Amy Country. Amy Country is America. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. And Belinda is saying she can hear you fine. And she says, Hi, Amy, how are you? Belinda Begwell Naivis. How are you doing? Um, I guess we lost her. So, how's everyone doing? Um, how I think dropshipping is finally picking up a lot in Pakistan also and everywhere else. What you can do is you can learn about it, how it works on YouTube, and see how um, it works and how you can take advantage of it. And yes, you can stay in Pakistan and you can start a dropshipping business. I recently posted on my wall um, how you can. There was a course being offered for 4,000 rupees, which you can take. Um, oh, Murad, if you have been doing crypto for a long time, I must think of you another Murad Lakhtar. um, who is Nasreen Lagdar's brother. But if that's what you're doing, then you know what you're doing. So since you know what you're doing, you shouldn't need any help of ours.
Hi, I'm back.
Hi, welcome back.
Thank you. So, I think I saw Belinda. Oh my gosh, Belinda, how are you? I'm so glad to have you here. It was so nice to talk with you last night. Mwah!
Alrighty, I'm getting jealous, and all the guys here are getting jealous with that kiss. But thank you so much, Belinda, for having her blow the kiss on all of us. Um, we'll take advantage of the bonus people in the room.
So, there she is. Yeah,
Yeah.
so hopefully now I don't lose the connection again. Hopefully everything's okay. So, I don't know what you've been talking about since we joined, but I'm so glad so many people are here.
I've just been telling everyone how wonderful you are and how amazing you are, and your efficiency on doing the show every week and your commitment to it. Fawzia Zafran messaged me last week. Oh, I missed you last week. So, well, here I am. So you don't have to miss me anymore. But don't miss me. Ask me a question if you have a question. There's nothing I can do for you online except, being here for you. So if you ask a question, I'll be happy to answer. How has your adding Facebook friends been doing for you, and how has it helped you? Nasir Khan is asking where we can get course on Facebook monetization. Yes, Amy.
Monetizing Facebook?
Yes.
I don't have a course on that.
Correct. So he's asking where he can go for that.
Well, I recommend you Google it or go to YouTube and see if there are other people. I'm sure there are other people who've made videos, and maybe you can even find courses that you can purchase. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, Hazrat Google alayhi salam is the best place to go and search for things which we don't know. Hi, monkey.
Hey, hi, monkey. He was laying on my desk in the sunshine, and now he was about to push over the phone.
Monkey came and asked a question with it. When will people start pet shops in Pakistan? What do you think about pet shops in the US, Amy? Is that a good business? And when did it start in the US?
No, it's a terrible business. No, because sweatshops are actually selling cats and dogs that come from puppy mills and kitten mills. It's the worst thing you can do. And you're starting to see a trend in this country where people will not go to pet shops unless they are posting publicly that they only offer animals for adoption that come from shelters where they would otherwise be killed. So no, pet shops they're terrible. You should never get your animal at a pet shop because you don't know where they come from. You don't know their health. And very, very likely they're coming from very shady people running businesses, just breeding animals. And there's so much inbreeding that the animals are very sick, or deformed or disabled. So no, pet shops, terrible idea. But you should have animal rescue centers that provide alternatives to actually putting animals to sleep, putting them down, whatever that's called in your country.
So this is a perfect example of communication loss and data loss in communication. My question was about starting a shop where people can buy stuff for the pets and take food for the pets and buy like a PetSmart for kind of shop.
Yeah, that's
not
great.
Really for buying cats and dogs in the store.
So in this country, pet shops, when you say pet shop, you're talking about purchasing an animal, not just the food. Because in this country, every grocery store, most markets like Target and Walmart, they all sell all of these pet items. So the only reason a pet shop exists is to actually sell the animals. So that's the difference. So yeah, you're right. It's data loss because the term means something different here than what your intention was.
So Carla has 3 dogs and a dog, like 3 cats and a dog, and her dogs call it Rama, Krishna, and Ananda. And those are holy gods' names. So hello, Krishna, and Krishna is saying hello to Monkey for you.
Oh, hello, Krishna.
Alrighty. There's another question by someone who's saying, I need your help. Please help me. So, brother, the best way to ask for help is to tell what the problem is, not to say, I need some help. So, I can't really help you unless you tell me what the problem is. So, tell me a problem, type it in, and I'll see if I can help you with. But as you know, I have stopped entertaining people on one-on-one basis unless they go and take 500 of my Facebook friends, and then I give them half an hour one-on-one call, and I'll be happy to do that for you if you've done that. Imran Ahmed, how can you earn money from YouTube? Just go to YouTube and ask, how do I earn money from YouTube? And that's the best way to ask questions. And here we are here to hear about your ideas. Everything you can YouTube and Google would be a waste of your time to ask here because you will find
Right.
much more better answers on YouTube and Facebook. On Google. But if you actually ask questions which are related to you, which you couldn't find over there, then it'll help you get a better. We would be of more worth to you if you just do that. And the point here is you come in, you give us your ideas,
Right.
and if you like, and Amy can help you kick your butt if she needs to help you grow your idea.
Exactly. I agree with everything Rehan just said. This is your opportunity to speak to us. So as I've been advertising, I advertised last week the show where I showed Fauzia's face and talked about what she's doing. And for this week, my advertising has said, come and ask your questions about entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship. So all of these things that you're talking about, monetizing or building a franchise or anything else, you can easily look it up. And that is something that I'm realizing, that a lot of people will ask us these questions because they're not willing to take the 5 minutes and actually do a Google search and teach themselves. So you have to be self-driven. If you're not self-driven, there's nothing that I can say, there's nothing that Rehan can say to get you to the place of being a business owner and becoming an entrepreneur. So I am really grateful for everyone who joins the show. But please understand that we want this show to be valuable. That's why we do it. You get 2 very different perspectives from 2 different places in the world, from 2 different people who will give you 2 different answers. That is incredibly valuable, especially since you have to pay a lot of money to work with either me or Rehan privately. So use this opportunity to ask your authentic, genuine questions. This is where I am. This is the challenge I'm facing, or this is the question I have. And by the way, those of you who follow me or who are in my virtual classroom, Amy Carrier's Classroom on Facebook, it's a group anyone can join if you answer the 3 questions. I'm going to be starting these, I'm calling them Rockstar Entrepreneur shows, this Monday. Same time as this show, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pakistan time. And the purpose of that show is essentially what I do with Rehan. He and I just do this hour long to simply answer your questions, but I'm bringing in these other really brilliant innovators and entrepreneurs to answer my questions, to teach you. And then at the end, we're going to have open Q&A. And we will want the same types of questions that Rehan and I are asking you for. And it's fine if you want to come watch this show, just say hi and not actually have a question. That allows us to narrow in on the people who have the really important questions. And you'll always learn from other people's questions and our answers.
Thank you, Mushtaq Ahmed Khan, for joining in the show. I would really appreciate if Amy could interview you because you have access to thousands and millions of people in Pakistan as a parliamentarian and as a politician. I see you watching me my shows many times, but I think if you could do a show with Amy, it'll be very, 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 very good for you guys to do. And I hope you have been to the incubator, which we were supposed to go after we had lunch in Peshawar, and have been there and actually spoke there. Meow. Hi, monkey. Yeah, Manzoor is saying, I don't know if he's
He
saying
doesn't
to me.
understand why.
Manzoor Kapri is
What's he
saying,
saying?
please speak English in slow motion so that we can catch it. Okay, Manzoor Bhai, I will talk like
Who
this.
who is the gentleman you were just speaking to before when I had to close my door because of Monkey? I heard you say you should do an interview with Amy, but I don't know who you were talking to.
I can introduce you later. His name is Mushtaq Ahmed Khan, and he's the leader of
Mushtaq.
Jamaat
Okay.
Islami in KPK province of Pakistan.
Wonderful. Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you also, Mushtaq Bhai. Mudassir Bhai, is this okay now for you? Thank you.
I'm not going to slow down. See, Monkey doesn't agree with it either.
Yeah.
So what's our next question?
I want to know if we start a new social website for Pakistan, what should be in our crew? I don't want to even go there. Go ahead.
If we start a new social website in Pakistan, what? What's the question?
What type of crew should they have?
Crew?
CREW. Crew.
Does that mean are you saying what type of staff? What do you mean by crew?
Is what I think he is saying.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure why anyone wants to create a new social media platform when there are many. And quite honestly, there's so many social media and networking platforms that I can't keep up with them all. So you want to go where people are. And right now, 2 billion people are on Facebook. So why don't you focus on how you can leverage Facebook for your work or for your mission or to build your audience or to build your client base?
My reply to him would be to contact Arsalan Javed on my Facebook. He runs Paki.com for me, with me, and that's a social media platform. And if he wants to join, he can work with him for 3 months and see if it works or not. And if it doesn't, that's fine. He can start his own. If it does, that's awesome. If it doesn't, he will learn some stuff which he couldn't learn without paying millions of dollars or thousands of dollars, because he will have to experiment on something. So if I would suggest all the youngsters, which I do all the time, is for God's sake, stop trying to dream for the moon now. Go to Nazimabad, go to Lahore, dream a next city for now, and next country, and then the moon, and then Saturn and Mars, and wherever you want to go. First, come strong. Understand the world first before you want to play in the world. If you don't understand the world, then you won't really be able to play a good game. You don't really understand the new world. Most people in the world don't understand. Be they are in Harvard, be they in Stanford, be they in MIT. I'm sorry, but they don't understand the global planet. They're scared of the global planet and what's going to happen. And unless you stop being fearful of the new kind of world, you will not excel. If you really want to be phenomenal, you want to understand the new era which is going to be there. Not today, because your venture is not going to be big today. Your venture is going to be big after 3 years from now. And what will the world look like 3 years from now is something you need to understand right now, because you have to plan for it now, not 3 years from now. So you plan for 3 years from now today, you plant a seed. If you knew that there was a highway going to be built on the land you're putting 1,000 trees on, it's useless, because those trees would have to be cut down, because 3 years from now there would be a highway. So if you can learn what the future will look like, then you can excel in it. And the way you learn how the future will look like is by knowing people from around the world. That's one way. And that's how you have instant fun, have doing something. I want to share a story I told last night to a taxi driver who was driving me around. He was from Ethiopia and he did not have Facebook. And I told him, do you really want to help your people back home? And he said yes. So I said, what if 5 of your best friends in the US became millionaires, or they were millionaires? What will happen 3 years from now? And he said, I think I will become a millionaire. I said, how? He said, because I think to be a millionaire. And that's what I told him. You can have everyone in Ethiopia have millionaire Facebook friends who can then talk to them, and eventually when they're friends with them, do business with them and kick their butt to make them, more money, if that is what your objective is. So if you want to succeed, surround yourself virtually, if you're not physically, with people who you want to be like, who you study them, everything they have ever done, everything they have ever said, everything which is sitting on YouTube. By, say, for example, if you want to set up a social media network, eat Mark Zuckerberg alive. Everything he has ever done, said, you have to know it. And then Cheryl, her COO, the people who were the co-founders at that time, everything they've ever done and said, you should know. And then that is the past. That's how they did it in the past. And then you learn where the world is going. That's my advice for all of us, that into a new kind of time. And this new kind of time requires new kinds of skills, which are unfortunately not taught in majority of the planet's universities, be it the US, be it Pakistan. And because they're not taught, you can't learn. You have to go to the teachers of these kind of things who can teach you that. So sorry for getting into a big lecture, but it's always on my chest to, it pains me. It gives me anxiety to think that people are going in the wrong direction.
Well, I think from what you said, Rehan, you said early on, people need to go learn about the thing that they want to build. So find opportunities to become an apprentice, to do an internship for a business that's doing something that is similar to what you want to do, and learn from that. So, and I agree also that if you shoot for the stars, that's wonderful, but you have to understand that you have to actually start by taking one step. And the one step could be for you that you need to go to YouTube and look up a video about how to do something. And then the next step might be you research all of the people within driving distance of you who are doing something that would be valuable for you to learn from. And then the next step might be that you contact those people at those companies and say, may I have a short interview with you? Or may I buy you lunch? May I bring you tea? And then use that opportunity. If that person says yes, use that opportunity to ask them all about themselves, all about what it is that would be helpful. If you're building a business, if you're researching, if you are looking for a job, people love to talk about themselves. So use the opportunity. If someone says yes to you for any of those things I just mentioned, use that opportunity to ask them about themselves, and you will learn more than if you just go in there and say, please tell me how to do this. Please tell me how to be successful in 1 year. Please. These are arbitrary questions that the person will probably shut down and try to say, I only have 2 minutes left. Thank you for coming. It's nice to meet you. And then they'll scoot you out on your way. But you have to learn about the field you want to go into. And there are lots of people you can learn from. Is that a question for me? Or you? Oh, he's a rock star? Then I need to interview him. By the way, hi, Laird. Laird is a friend of mine who lives here. He works at MIT, and he says leverage is the beverage of choice. Laird, I love you. You always say the coolest thing. Leverage is the beverage of choice. The tools that exist provide the opportunities. Get a crew that understands that the wheel does not need to be reinvented. It just needs to roll for you. Laird, you're awesome. So, yeah, Laird, scroll up. Laird Nolan. Laird, you're awesome, and you often tune into my videos, so I think that's wonderful. Meet my friend Rehan, this guy. I don't think so. Um, he's in the comments. Hey, Nigel, you're here too. You have to scroll way up. Sure. So great advice from Laird. I'm looking for questions. Unable to hear. Yeah, your sound is pretty, Rehan, your sound is pretty choppy and not reliable. Maybe that was part of the problem we had earlier. Um, so, oh, oops. My phone needs to be charged. Charging. Hold on, please. I need to get my charger. I want some people to ask some good questions. Where are they? Leverage is the beverage of choice. Love it. Okay, I have power now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually I talked about it in my lesson last week. It says inspire. Is that what you're talking about? Woo. Yeah, it says inspire, and then I have one in. Everything is weird. Um, so yeah. Um, another year, and I'm trying. I apologize for wiggling. This tripod I have is not very steady. Yeah. Everything else just sucks. Yeah, this is kind of sucking. It took us 15 minutes. What? What? No, I didn't hear it. What's the question? I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not ashamed of myself. This is one of the times that I offer my time. I don't know what you're talking about. Is this a comment? Someone saying, why haven't you answered me? Please tell Rehan we can't hear him. I'm having a hard time hearing you also. Um, well, he can't rejoin because he's hosting the show and we would lose all of you. So how about I talk for a minute and we leave Rehan to that. Um, so I'm looking at my iPad for questions here. They're saying last 5 minutes, no sound from Rehan. Rehan should rejoin. We don't hear him. We can't hear Rehan. Rehan, there's no sound. So, hi, Ann Kelty. How are you? I don't see any questions. So we're having a trouble with the sound with Rehan. And I don't see any questions to answer. So I'm not even sure there's a reason for us to continue this show. Can you hear me? Rehan, can you make some noise, please? Speak. See, the problem is people can't see your face, so they have no idea that you're trying to talk. Okay. So, no sound from Rehan. Do you have questions for us? Because Rehan can hear me, and you all can hear me. Okay, now I'm getting yeses. We hear you, and we see Rehan's face. Manzoor Kapri says he wants to write books. Write books. Write books. Like if you have the motivation to do it, do it. I've been working on a book for, oh my gosh, 6, 7 years. It takes time, it takes motivation, it takes excitement. Okay, here's a question. from Muhammad Hassan Ali. How do we make people realize having proper financial processes for their business? In Pakistan, only 12% of small business owners have finance professionals. Others handle on their own. Is that one of the factors of business failures? It could be. Here in the United States, many small businesses, the finances are managed by the small business owner. You don't need a finance professional, you just need to know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't like doing it, you need to find somebody who has those talents. That's a good question. Zohab Sheikh says, Amy, what is the best time to sell any running business? Well, the best time to sell any business is when it's performing really well. That way it's the most valuable it's going to be. If you try to sell your business after it's already started to lose customers and lose money and lose income or lose its reputation, it's going to be worth less and less and less. And people will avoid buying it. Rehan, can you start trying to talk again? Not clean your teeth. Can you hear Rehan, please? Okay, so Carla says it's definitely your show today, Amy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Rehan. Why is he not talking, Shazad Baluk? I think he's trying to be a goofball, so he stopped talking. Let's see. Fauzia Zafran. Oh, I just adore this woman. Oh, my mom's here! Yay! Hi, Mama. Fauzia says, ma'am, can you tell me what type of services that you need for your business? Fauzia, that's a really general question. Your business, like you have to determine the products or the services you're going to be offering through your business. And from there, you build your business. So you start out by saying what problem exists, either in my community, in my city, in the world that I can solve. And then you figure out what are the products or the services you can build or you can bring on board. What was the word? He didn't say crew. You can bring on a crew who can actually help you to build the solutions, the services to your business. Yeah, I think Rehan is just all about being a goofball today. Can you guys hear his squeaky chair? Yes, goofball. Okay, when you all say I don't need to be the next prime minister of Pakistan, who are you talking about? I don't. Cool. So I can't see him because only my friends pop up on here. Um, okay, we're getting LOL. Okay, Carla says, no, we can't hear anything from Rayhan's side of the show. So, okay, you all can just watch Rayhan be a goofball. I will answer your questions. And what time is it? We will end this show soon. I'm telling you, it's been pure technical problems. we were here, we were online about 5 to 10 minutes before the show should have started at 1 p.m. and nothing worked. Nothing. So I don't know what the problem is. BeLive wouldn't work. That's why we're here. And now Facebook isn't working. Maybe it's, I know Mercury is not in retrograde, so that's not the excuse. But the rest of the world is like, the rest of the world is losing its collective marbles. So maybe that's just part of it. Okay. Oh, Amir Saimi says, I think you're distracting me from our students. Or distracting our students from me. I'm a taxi driver in the UK. I want to start my own business for the first time. What are the initial steps I should take? So Amir, I just answered that question. All I know about you is that you're a taxi driver in the UK, and like rewind 5 minutes ago, maybe less, and I said, here's how you start. And so definitely go back and listen to that, or maybe you already heard it. Zafran Chechi says, sir, you can use symbolic language. I think they want you to use sign language. So Amir Saeed Hashmi says, please continue. I'm interested. Thank you, my friend. I will continue. What other questions? Yes, big technical problems. Okay, hold on. I'll translate. Rehan is actually answering the Texi question. And what he says is, dude, I'm quoting, dude, I love your job. Every day you get to meet new people. So my suggestion is that you start driving your taxi in the financial district. Carry on, Rehan. Okay, pause. Okay, wait. Let me tell them. Okay, basically what he said, I was really trying to tell you verbatim what he said. Verbatim means by exact words, but I can't do that now. What he said is carry a business card and connect with these people that you meet in the financial district on LinkedIn and on Facebook and build relationships with them. And then I forgot the rest because I was trying to remember what he said. Okay, so Yakub Nori, let me just say, my friend, I don't know if it's a technical problem that you keep posting the same question, but it's actually not a question. You're writing a prayer, which that's fine, but that's not what this show is about. So thank you for just not reposting that again, because you've already posted it like a dozen times. All right, so Shazad Baluk says, I'm a student from Pakistan. What steps should I take to finance myself on my own? Finance yourself on your own. Finance a business on your own? I'm not clear. Rehan would probably know what you're saying and he would answer it, but he's just over here making goofy faces. Babar Salim says, what business a student of college can commence carrying his studies just to cope up with his or her daily expenses? Hee hee. I think you're asking the general question that Rehan and I, every time we have this show, we say the same thing. You have to decide what business you want to build. That's up to you. Don't think, there's a particular kind of business that I should build because of all of these reasons. You have to find in yourself what it is that you want to build, because even if you say, I want something easy, I just want something that will be income for me, and you decide to open a franchise, for example, you still need to have the commitment to do that. right? So you have to do the deeper work, my friend. And I have videos on my YouTube channel, which is Amy Carrier Empowers, from my weekly lessons where I talk about this. Rehan is making noises. Yes? Okay. If you guys can't hear, Rehan's answering Meg Tech's question about Popcoin. I'm just translating what you're saying. Um, so he's saying, yeah, yeah, only I can hear you. Yeah. I don't know, but people keep saying they cannot hear him. But hopefully, you all are being amused because I'm actually telling you what he's saying. So, to that gentleman talking about Popcoin, he said, please contact Rehan because he has some, maybe he will buy some. The more it circulates, the more value it will have. And then he went on to say, whoa, this is really weird. You're like the person behind the imam who's translating. He said, people really can't hear me. I said, no. And then he said, okay, maybe you're getting all of this telepathically and you really can't hear me, but you just are tuned into me. I don't know at this point. So, um, we don't know. Babar Salim, we don't know why we can't hear. There's a person you want to answer? Call me on the phone. I'll bring in your audio. Just talk slowly and I'll respond. Hey, if nothing else, this is the most interesting show we've had, right? Okay, so Audie says he thinks that this is a great show without being able to hear you. Okay, Rayhan is talking about how do you motivate lazy people. I have to interrupt you so that I can remember what you're saying. How do you motivate lazy people who want to start their own small business? Carry on. Do you have lazy people on your staff, or are you trying to motivate lazy people who are just around you? Because they can't hear you. So Rehan doesn't want me to continue translating for him. Um, but a lot of people are saying this is a wonderful session. Sir, you can do an act as Mr. Bean. It's a wonderful show. Um, okay, he said, go look up Rehan School, Mr. Mr. Bean. Vicky Seth. Vicky Seth says, with this is a wonderful session with two attractive personalities. Thank you, Vicky. Um, and Fauzi says, today's show is really amazing, and I learned this how to take things in a light mood, also, as you people are doing. Rehan is showing you his flashcard. which I don't know why. Is there a reason that you're showing that? He's flashcards. Okay, he's calling his personal calling card a flashcard, and he's flashing it to you. Um, oh, Gulfam. Okay, so this we're entertaining people, if nothing else. We might not be educating anyone, but we are entertaining them. Wazir Khan Chanar says, I'm a material engineer civil with a company, and how I handle my subordinates where the owner is not taking interest or the matters on the matters. What are your suggestions? Okay, let me try and piece together what I think you're asking. So the owner is not taking an interest in the company's activities. And you're asking, how do I handle my subordinates? It sounds like you need to be a manager, my friend. There are a lot of companies where the owners aren't, they just have zero interest. But like Rayhan, he just threw up his hand. He said, I'm one of those business owners who doesn't take any interest in my companies. He says he wants his guys to take over, and that's what I'm saying to you. If it's you, you need to be a stronger manager. If it's not you, you need to find managers, or you need to tell the owners, please hire managers. If you are not able to hire, okay, what he says is find an owner or find a manager that you want, tell the owner, and let the owner sign off on it, and then you carry on and you do your work, do your business. So you can actually show the initiative by doing this, and you can demonstrate to the owner of the company that you are very valuable to him or her and to the company by being the one to rise up and say, there's a problem I see happening in the company right now. Sometimes owners don't care what it is. They just say, all right, if there's a problem, show me the solution. Tell me the solution and what you're doing about it. So don't come in complaining about all of my subordinates are being this way and that way. Come in with a solution. There's a challenge. I'm seeing that this could affect the bottom line, or this could affect our public relations. Here's my recommendation. May I have the $10,000 to do it? May I have the permission to do it? Go get what you need. That's a good question. Yes, we know that there's no sound from Rayhan. This is Rayhan's miming show, where he just gets to make goofball faces at you all. And occasionally he talks and I tell you what he's saying. So in my culture, that's insulting and offensive to people with mental disorders, mental disabilities. So just so you know, I know it seems kind of funny to you, but understand that in America, it's not funny. All right, so Wazir Khan Chanar, I'm repeating his answers. I've repeated them all. They're telling you to check your mic, bro. So, I really feel like maybe it was not my problem when we were on Be Live that I couldn't hear you. I think it's your computer. Yeah, it's you. Yeah, you. And can I actually hear? That I couldn't hear you. Yep, I can hear on my computer. So you're the problem, my friend. Rayhan needs to fix his computer. Nazir Ahmed says, what about overcoming business risks? I mean, how to overcome. My friend, that's like asking, oh, I have a problem. I have to eat lunch. Amy and Rayhan, please tell me what to eat. No, you need to identify what are these problems or what are these risks, and then we can help you face them. It's too it's too broad of a question. So if you have specific risks, we still have a couple minutes. You can write them in the comments. Elias Shah says, I'm running my real estate company, but my partners are not interested. How to say goodbye in such a way that they won't mind it? He's singing songs. He's singing, I love you. What's next? My business brother. But we really have to part this way. I still love you, my brother. Oh my God. I just translated your singing. Oh, that was too funny. Oh God. You guys are here for one heck of a show. This is like one time only. Whew, why are we getting angry faces? We're sitting here cracking up. Why are you giving angry faces? Anyone? Whoever that angry person is, someone send them hearts and love and hugs. Yeah, that person. Okay, so how do you how do you break up with anyone? You're not going to be able to do it and have them be happy afterwards. Like, this is a difficult conversation, and I think you need to prepare yourself. You need to have your talking points outlined and sit down and have a very frank and very discussion about why you want to break your business ties. Now, there are many other considerations here. Do you have a contract? Are they financial investors? What kind of partners are they? There's a lot to be considered. So you need to work through all of that first and reread any legal agreements that you have to make sure that you are in compliance with those. Oh my God, I'm still tearing up. I wonder when I post the replay to this if people will be able to hear you, because I can hear you. I can hear you. Did you know he sometimes snorts when he laughs? No, now he's making a piggy snort. Okay. Amy Gulfram Khan says, Amy, please call Rehan from your cell phone and tell him to turn on the speakers. My friend, we've been there. He only has this. Are you on your phone right now? Is this where you were doing Be Live earlier? Okay, so you just have sound problems across the board. The universe is done listening to you. I think that's what's happening here. Okay. Zafran Chechi says, we both need cloud computing. I know, I don't know what that means. Okay, now he's pretending to hang himself or something. Ilyas Shah, I hope that you understand that your question is very high level and very broad, so I can't really answer anymore. Fauzia says, this is amazing, and she's saying that we're so cute. Nazir Ahmed says, great conversation session, liked it a lot. Zaida Nawas Minha says, I'm coming again. Essen Saeed says, keep smiling always. We're doing that. We're crying a little, actually, from the laughing. By the way, Manzoor Kapri, yes, laughing tears. I have tears from laughing. And so does he. Now he's fake crying. To those of you who don't know me, because this is Rehan's channel, I am Amy Carrier, and I invite you to follow me, connect with me. I am Amy Carrier. That's it. On Facebook. And I also have a virtual classroom that is has almost 4,000 members, and it's where I host a weekly lesson on business entrepreneurship, career readiness, and oh, they're lucky they didn't hear that, right, huh? um, and self-confidence building. So join my virtual classroom. You must answer the 3 required questions or you will not be accepted, and you'll sit there in the queue. I've got 65 people right now who haven't answered questions. I'm just waiting for them. And I also encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if for no other reason. I archive these crazy shows that he and I do every week on my YouTube channel. And that is youtube.com/Amy Carrier Empowers. So let's take, what do you think, Rehan? You want me to translate you once more? Let's take one more question. Oh, he wants me to sing to you again. Because he's singing. What? What? Why are we loving your brother? Okay, he says, I love you, my brother. You live in my heart. But we can't work together because we fight all the time. But I still love you, my brother. Are we assuming that his business partners in the real estate business are his brothers? Oh, okay. Everyone is a brother. He says, what's up, bro? What's up? Who? Ismail, who? Oh, you can see people pop up, but I can't see them. This is really like the technical version of planes, trains, and automobiles because he's hosting. He can't drop off or the whole show is gone. But only you guys can only hear me talk. So I'm translating whatever he says. And only he can see the people who are popping up to join the call. So he's actually saying hello to people who I can't see on my iPad. Carla says, did our show end? No. Can you guys say, are we still here? Can you still hear me? Can you still see us? Oh, Carla dropped off. Now she's back. Okay. Carla, we're not gone. You were gone. Vicky Seth says, well, you're getting his words perfectly. How do you know, Vicky? Are you hearing him? Are you like the other only human hearing him? Are you psychic also? Yes, Tayyib, Raza, Arshad, we know that he has sound problems. You should go back and watch the replay because I've been translating his singing and crying about it, and it's been crazy. He thinks I'm psychically hearing him and that nobody else can hear him, but somehow I can. Furkan Raza says, hello, Amy Carrier. This is Furkan Raza from Karachi. I am an experienced digital marketing person, and I have worked with many clients. If you can help me getting some quality clients, that would help me. My friend, do you want to get me some quality clients? That would really help me. I need clients. So Rehan is saying something and he says we can get clients for each other, but I don't think we can do that because the clients where you live can't afford my services. He lives in Karachi. This is what he's saying is actually valuable. So I'm going to tell him to say it again and I'm going to translate it to you guys. But I was listening with my own head. Now I'm going to translate. So what did you say? since you claim to be a digital marketing expert, you can get me customers from the United States, Rehan is saying, for my consulting business. This is why Rehan is Rehan. He says, then I can get you testimonials, and that will help to get you more clients because I will be giving a testimonial of how good you are at digitally marketing my American business to Americans or to other wealthy people around the world. And that will help to build your business. So Rehan just pretty much, and I'm still talking to Furkan Raza, Rehan just pretty much suggested a working partnership between you and me, my friend. So why don't you send me a message? I'll look for it and add me as a friend, and we'll explore this. Now I don't know what he's doing. He's just saying more sign language. Okay, let me scroll again. Vicky Seth says that she's having a wonderful time with us both. He says you're also Pamela Anderson. What? What? Say that again. I'm not Pam Anderson. I'm Amy Carrier. That is my Facebook ID, facebook.com/Amy Carrier. I give up. The phone's crooked because the tripod is crazy. All right, so people are having a good time with us. Khan Tarkeen says, and your Facebook account? I just told you that, my friend. Hey, Essen, how are you? Okay, any other questions? I think I said I was only going to answer one, and then I answered two, but now I'm asking if you have any more because people are clearly enjoying this nonsense. And I will be posting this on my YouTube so that you all can have this wonderful experience for all of eternity. And I hope that this got into my classroom. I need to double check. For those of you who don't know, I have my virtual classroom. Oh my goodness, I don't think it did. Yes, it did. Okay. So we were so late starting that I don't think many people actually saw it in the classroom because people have come to expect me to go live at 1 p.m. My time, 10 p.m. in Pakistan, every Monday and every Friday. And we were like 20 minutes late because of technical problems. So, and yes, you are all invited to join my virtual classroom. Just answer the questions. Your name must also be written in English, in addition to Urdu or any other language that you might have it written in. And you must have a profile photo. So what we've started to do is we just delete people. We deny requests from people who do not have Facebook profiles, photos, or their name written in English. I am kind of the big softie in the group who actually gives people a week, and I try to write to them and say, hey, these are the rules. But I don't really have the time to do that anymore. So you have 1 week to comply with our classroom rules. They're also written up in the photo at the top of the page. And after that, you just get declined. And it turns out that if you're declined from a group once, you can never request to join again. I don't know why Facebook has done that, but that means you're just out. So please read those 3 rules up at the top of the page, the classroom. And just, they're very simple. Just do them. And if you want to know why the name written in English, why the profile photo, it's because we're encouraging people to all get to know one another. And English is our common language, and nobody can tag you in conversation if your name does not appear in English, so that people whose first language is whatever, their second language in this classroom is English, so they will be talking to you in English. Excuse me. He's making fun of my coughing. All right. Ansar Rafiq says, what topic are we talking about? Ansar, we always answer your questions during this crazy show. Today, however, has been nuts because nobody can hear Rehan except for me, and he's hosting the show, so he can't go off and then come back on. So I'm translating him. It's brought me to tears, both of us to tears a couple of times because he made me sing and translate the song he was singing to you guys as a part of his answer. So that's our topic. Zafran Chachi says, how can an entrepreneur be helpful in an existing business? That's a fantastic question. If you are an entrepreneur, if you succeeded or if you failed, you have so much knowledge. So you should sell that. If you are going to apply for a job at an existing company, or you want to go convince them to hire you as a consultant, tell them, this is all my experience. And you will be incredibly valuable to them. This is all he's doing. There are no words that go along with it. Saeed says, Essence Saeed says he's good. Saeed Wakar Ahmed says, Amy, you look like actress Mariana Khan. Okay. Do you know who that is? No, that's all right. He says, I can Google her, and I said, no, that's all right. Let's see. Ifran Krashi says, hello. My friend, you need another L in the word hello to spell it correctly, Hello. Mohammed Tayyir Chowdhury says, I like flower and I want a flower shop. Wazir Khan Chanar says, please repeat my answer. My friend, I don't know what your question was. I can't repeat your answer. You can come back and you can watch this again. So I think that's about good for us. Oh my gosh. And yeah, we stayed on here extra long. So I'm going to ask Rehan for his final messages for you all and tell you once again, my name is Amy Carrier. You are encouraged and invited to follow me, connect with me on Facebook. I have a lot of really exciting things happening, and I'm building things that may be of interest and of value to you. Anything that I do for free, you'll find on my YouTube channel, which is Amy Carrier Empowers. You'll also find it all in my virtual classroom, which is called Amy Carrier's Classroom. It's a group on Facebook. And I have recruited about a dozen mentor teachers, some of whom have already started teaching weekly lessons. Some are going to be coming in this fall and starting to teach their lessons. Starting on Monday, I'm going to be doing this Rockstar Entrepreneur interview series with the most amazing and powerful entrepreneurs I know from around the world. And they are going to come in and tell you how they became successful, how they failed, and they're going to give you their advice. And then we're going to have open Q&A for the last half of it. So this will be a really, really exciting and valuable opportunity for all of you. I recommend that you follow me now because I'm going to be broadcasting these shows on my personal page, not on Rehan's page, my personal page. So that means you need to be a like Amy Carrier. And I enjoyed today's show. It was funny with this crazy goofball next to me. Do you want to say anything else? He's singing again. Okay. He's saying, I love you. All of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for getting over your fears. Come join us live. Every week. Yes, what's in? Come join us live every weekend, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring your face to the live. Get over your fears. Like singing in front of total strangers as you translate someone else who nobody else can hear. That's a fear that I just overcame. And start your business, please. What if you fail? You can start over again. Exactly. Okay, he's answering someone's question about fear, but he's talking about how you enter a marriage. He said you just get over it, and I totally disagree. If you're getting married to someone, you shouldn't be afraid. You shouldn't have fear. So I'll let Rehan talk about that in a different show at a different time where he can talk to you with his words, because I disagree and I don't need to translate that. So thank you all so much for being here. He says marriage in his culture is the same as dating. We don't date. We just get married. Okay. He says that people are scared of it and you just have to do it. Look, I answered this question in one of my live videos last week, and I recommended that everyone get a hold of a book called Who Moved My Cheese? And it's the best, simplest, really funny way that I've found in a book to help you overcome your fears. There's a line in that book that says, face the fear and do it anyway. So I think that's kind of the bottom line of what Rehan is saying and what I want to say. And I want to say thank you to those of you who hung in there with us in this crazy, no sound for Rehan, but Amy translating experience. I hope you all enjoyed it, and we will see you next week. Now he's just mouthing, pretending to sing. Thank you all. Wazir Khan, yes, my name has one M, A-M-Y, Carrier. I'm so glad that we entertained you. I know that you spell mom in Urdu, A-M-M-I. So, but Amy in this country is A-M-Y. My name is A-M-Y. All right. Ami. Right. But I think that's why people spell it to me A-M-M-I or A-M-M-Y. Thank you all so much. Rehan, I'll see you next week. I think you have to end this because you're hosting it. He's saying bye. He's waving goodbye, everyone.